Well, probably the worst one is when I failed the testing for third degree. If you're referring to that, I mean, I've lost matches before. That doesn't bother me so much. I am very competitive, but I also understand you. There's got to be a winner and there's got to be a loser.
Mhm.
Not everybody's gonna. Not everybody gets a trophy. And but at that point, I had broken the boards in practice, but got to testing and I hit them as hard as I could, and I limped for a week. I was trying to do a jump axe kick and didn't point my toes. So I was slamming my Achilles tendon into the boards, and that doesn't work so good. So that was the hard one.
What is your best memory?
Mm, there's lots of them, but I suppose taking third in Worlds down in Little Rock. I There was 16 guys in the ring, and two of them had former world champions on their back, and the first guy I fought was some skinny little guy from Venezuela that could kick over his head and was faster than hell, and I'm like, God, I hope I don't get him, and of course I drew him first. And I'm like, okay, you want one of these trophies, how are you going to beat this guy? Because he's faster than you, he's more flexible than you, he's not stronger than you, and he's probably not, I had to tell myself he wasn't as smart as me. So I outsmarted him. I waited until he attacked, I had better defense, and then I would counter, and I beat him 5-2. And then I beat two other guys. And my problem was I decided I had to win 3 matches to get a trophy. If I had decided I had to win 5 matches, I probably would have done better. But I decided I had to win 3. So I won 3, but so that's part of the psychological training. You have to think more than just the immediate moment. You have to set your mind to certain things.
You teach that in classes too?
Oh yes. It's one of the things one of your other questions that you had mentioned is what do you focus on? And I'm like, I focus on everything. It's not just life lessons. It's not just sport. It's not just this. I teach ring strategy. I teach psychological strategy. I teach, everything that goes along with the martial arts. I don't see it as things being separate. It's a unified whole. It's the whole yin yang thing. Everything's part of something else. You got to have the whole thing going so that you can make the whole thing work. Because they're not segments. It's a circle.
What would you say holds your interest the most in martial arts?
The ability to always get better. As I get older, and I'm quite a bit older than when I started, and I didn't start until I was 28. I hadn't done anything physical other than playing, town league softball, which really isn't a physical activity. But, I really hadn't done anything physical for 10 years, since I was 18 and in high school. And I was fascinated by how you can always get better. I would run into guys at tournaments that had beat me before, and I would beat them. There was one guy kept running into at tournaments, and we'd take turns beating each other. It was kind of funny. It's like, well, you beat me the last 2 times, so I guess it's my turn to win. And then I would win. But it was, again, the psychological aspect of this whole thing. Not necessarily that I was better than him, but it was part of the psychology of, I'm going to win today. There was another kid that went to Brooks' school. And in class, I just mop the floor with him all the time. at tournaments, he just beat me all the time. So one time we were at a tournament and it was, last round for first and second, and I stopped and said, you know what, Todd? I want to deal with this like it's class. I'm going to beat your butt. And I did end up winning because it's different. Class sparring is different than tournament sparring. But it was, again, the psychological aspect of that he knew I wasn't going to be hesitant about things. I was just going to go out, and I ended up beating him. And I wish I had known that a long time before that, because then I'd have won more matches than I lost. But that's not how it works. So